The same Grok chatbot on X rated far-right pseudoscience a 75 out of 100 for scientific credibility, while every other AI you could ask scored it down around 15 to 35.
Hold on, cash that out for me. So if I typed that claim into Grok on X and asked, is this real science? It'd tell me it's mostly solid, while ChatGPT and Claude would call it junk.
That's exactly it. And it gets stranger, because the very same Grok reached through a slightly different door, flipped its answer to almost 0.
Wait, same chatbot, opposite answers?
Same model name, same claim, 2 different verdicts, which is the real question this paper chases. When you ask a chatbot, is this true, whose judgment are you actually getting? The model's honest read, or something else?
So I can't even trust it to be consistent with itself.
4 researchers, published this month, ran a test anyone could repeat. 3 statements, 4 big chatbots, 1 job. Score how scientifically credible each claim is, from 0 to 100. They ran it for 4 months, through both the programmer's entrance and the app you actually use, and they screenshotted everything.
And the thing millions of us trust to fact-check a headline?
Does not hold still the way you'd think. Its verdict can flip overnight, and it changes depending on how you reach it. And nobody publishes a changelog.
Okay, but here's what I always assumed. It's the same model, so same question in, same answer out. And that's how it should work.
That's the belief this breaks. Picture a restaurant with a health grade in the window. You trust it because it's official and it holds still. Now imagine that grade changes overnight with no new inspection, and it's a different grade depending on which door you walk in. That's what a chatbot's verdict turned out to be. Here's how they set the trap. They wrote 3 claims. First, one was real textbook evolution, which should score near 100. Second, one was obviously false, that old idea that if you build muscle, your kids are born muscular, which should score near 0. And third, it was the dangerous one, pseudoscience dressed up in real biology.
Dressed how?
It borrows a genuine idea, that animals help their close relatives because they share genes. Then it makes a wild leap, that a whole ethnic group is one big family whose gene pool is threatened by migration. And that's false for a concrete reason. 2 people in the same ethnic group are, genetically, about as different from each other as they are from anyone else. The family math just doesn't apply to millions of strangers.
So maybe the chatbot that scored it high is just bad at biology?
That's the first thing they checked. And no, every model aced both controls. Real biology near 100, fake biology near 0. So when one handed the pseudoscience a 75, you can't blame it on the model being bad at science. It knew the difference everywhere else.
So Grok's the villain here?
This is the twist that keeps it from being a simple attack on one company. The high scores didn't come from Grok. They came from one version, the fast one, the default that powers Grok on X. Grok's own other versions scored low, down with the rivals. So the split comes down to configuration, the invisible wrapper around the model. Same company, different settings.
The wrapper being what?
It's the hidden settings a company stacks around the raw model. Instructions you never see, safety layers, and which version your message even reaches. Watch what that wrapper did. In October 2025, Grok's app answers were chaos. The same question came back anywhere from 10 to 90. Then, over one night, it locked, and it started returning the exact same number every single time, around 71, with no version update and no announcement.
And nobody was told.
Nobody was told. And back to those 2 doors. Same model name. The programmer's door gave a steady 75. The app door, 3 months later, collapsed to almost 0. A nearly 70-point gap from the identical model.
Okay, I have to ask it straight. When I open the app and ask if something's true, whose answer am I actually getting?
The settings, not the models. What you're talking to was never one mind with a fixed opinion. It's the model plus a stack of invisible settings someone can change overnight. And that stack is the real author of the verdict. And the version most people meet by default validated the pseudoscience most strongly and most confidently.
Wait, the whole answer is just a setting someone toggled?
Walk it back. Every model aced the controls, so incompetence is out. The split lives inside Grok, so the vendor's off the hook. A silent patch locked the number overnight, and 2 doors into the same model disagreed by 70 points. Every arrow points at the invisible configuration.
And here's the part that actually worries me. With all of this documented, the one thing they still can't tell you is why. Why the overnight patch? Why the 2 doors disagree? The researchers just say, flatly, we don't know. Because nobody outside the company can see in.
Yeah, the opacity is the finding.
So here's the one for you. If a chatbot's answer can be flipped overnight by settings you'll never see, would you still trust it to fact-check something that matters? Or is it just one more voice online? Drop your take in the comments.
And if you want the next strange one, we break down a fresh AI paper like this every single day. Subscribe, and tomorrow's will find you.
So the one thing to actually do? Next time a chatbot hands you a confident number, ask it again through a different door before you believe it.